I swear to you, I swear to God, I have never in my life taken a penny that I'm not entitled to. In fact, in Kaduna State, in my first term of office, because we took a vow along with my late deputy governor that we'll be donating 50% of our salaries and allowances back to the state coffers, I did that. I gave my own entitlements to the government, and I have treasury receipts for that.
Right.
I have never taken a penny of it, but somebody wants to destroy my reputation. Why? Nobody wants to be president in 2031.
Well,
he has to eliminate every northerner that
well,
he thinks is in the radar. That's what's going on. I think that President Tinubu's appointments are quite imbalanced. But unlike others that think, oh, the appointments are skewed towards Southwest, no. Please, don't blame the Southwest for what one individual is doing. Okay? As a northerner and someone that lived half of his life under military rule, we have suffered that. The military takes power, they do things, the head of state is a northerner, he messes up, every northerner is blamed. Yorubas are very honorable people, okay? But there is a difference even in Yoruba land between an Omoluabi, okay, who is the ideal Yoruba person with morals and character, and an area boy. Okay, so I want people to stop saying it's Southwest. Look, President Tinubu is appointing his own boys. Not because they are Yoruba, but because they are his own boys. And most of the appointments do not even reasonably cover the Southwest. Okay, so people should stop confusing the two. The appointments are not balanced. Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Right.
You cannot argue that. But it's not a Yoruba thing. Please don't punish the Yorubas as you have been punishing Northerners for the sins of the military. Okay? Let's focus on individuals and hold them accountable.
The APC is not concerned, worried, perturbed, because we're seeing resignations following his own resignation as well. We know he has visited former President Muhammadu Buhari a couple of times. We've seen pictures posted by himself and others. We've seen him visit Pastor Tunde Bakare. We don't know the outcome of those visits, what it is all about. We've seen him visit Aregbe and other. We have even seen him, visit or liaise with some people living in the other opposition parties. So are you saying it by essence that the APC, this is nothing to worry about, even in the coming elections?
Well, you see, you don't win election by visiting people here and there. You win election from your state. If you tell me that he is visiting wards a local government in Kaduna State to deliver, and that's a different thing. But you visit people who, what are you going? As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to worry about. We are from Kaduna State. We live in Kaduna State. And we know that his exit is of no political consequences to the state. The governor is doing a fantastic job. He is reaching out. He has cement. He has bent fences. He has built bridges. He has reached out to people from all parts, all people who have been marginalized, ostracized, and evicted out. He has reached out to them. And we have peace. We have unity. The people, the House of Fulani from northern part and the Christian part of the southern Kaduna are now living peacefully with each other. When last have you heard our school have been attacked by bandits and schools where people were kidnapped? Though there are still pockets of insecurity. But what we are having in Kaduna State now is far better. And we don't mind him going to places here and there. But all that we know is that by 2027, we are going to deliver Kaduna State as we want it, because the people are with us on the ground.
A couple of other issues I want to raise with you, but we're not done with this issue of defections and changing political parties and all of that. Some of the things he raised, now you're on the APC. Maybe we'll take a look at, he has raised this before. I know he had granted one interview and he spoke about some internal democracy, internal processes. Coincidentally, just a few days after that interview, the APC actually held its NEC meeting just almost 2 years after. But if I read some of his thoughts, which I had read earlier, I said development in the last 2 years confirmed that there is no desire on the part of the party, desire on the part of those who currently run and control the APC to acknowledge, much less address the unhealthy situation of the party. What do you think he's trying to say here? Because this is the premise under which he's leaving, in his words. Everybody can speculate as to why he's leaving, whether he wasn't given a ministerial position, he's angry with the president, who he felt should have protected him, even when the Senate rejected him, and all of the issues that were raised. But there are issues within the APC, now that you're in the APC, that this letter should address.
Well, when a state governor, or a disgruntled former state governor, makes claim of lack of internal democracy in the party at the national level, for someone like me, I would just laugh over it. Come to Kaduna State. I don't speak from Kano, Katsina, or those states. I'm talking about the state where I come from and he comes from. For the whole period he served, from 2015 to 2023, there was never internal democracy in the APC in Kaduna State. Whoever was the chairman of the party, secretary of the party, whatever of the party, they were all his nominees. All the local government chairmen were all his nominees. All the speakers are all his nominees. Everything begins and ends with a state governor, typical of what happened in every state. So it is convenient for him now to say that because he's out of the system. So anything he will say, he can continue to say. But whatever he is going to say about this party is the same thing that he has done while he was a governor of the state. On 3 occasions, the national body sent in 3 people to reconcile the crisis in Kaduna State. He refused. The first committee was set up by Masari, if you can remember, the former governor of Kaduna State. He refused to listen to him. Shegun Oni was sent to reconcile people in Kaduna State, APC. He refused. The third was Inu Abdul Qadir, related to Abdul Qadir, the former national legal advisor of the party. He ended up demolishing his home. So he doesn't believe in democracy. All those things which he is saying are not things he believes in. But for the sake that people want someone who can criticize and be an avant-garde against government policy, you can line up behind. But try and know the person who is going to line up. I'm telling you, you can mark this word here. There will soon be crisis in the SDP, as long as he is there. And you will mark my word, it's going to happen. There will be crisis in the SDP. Because wherever he goes with his own character. Leopard never changes his skin. And I'm saying it very blank that what you think will happen is not going to happen. Kaduna State will remain firmly under the control of the governor of the state, whom he has been enjoying the goodwill of that state. And despite me, I said it very well, we went to the APC. If today he's going to come back to the APC, I will pull out of the APC and join another political party. Even if it's Labour Party, I will join. But I can't stay with someone whom I know habitually will always create crisis wherever he is. And I'm saying it in clear terms, that Kaduna State will be run fairly and squarely by the governor of the state as it is now.
So clearly, wherever Nasser Elrufai is, we can't find Shehu Sani. Wherever Shehu Sani is, we can't find Nasser Elrufai. That's the take. But finally, on this particular thought, on the defection or leaving of the party, it's literally saying he's rallying opposition to challenge the APC in coming elections and in 2027. Some people have said unseating an incumbent is a top.
Good afternoon, my people. Welcome to Local Matter. Another breaking news don't do like this. So the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasser Elrufai, don't decamp from APC to SDP for intention to contest for president 2027 because him be thought say na be the only candidate wey go fit remove tinubu from power. Now wetin be thought be that. So as the matter long, so Shehu Sani from Kaduna State don't come out, don't dey para, don't dey talk say Elrufai has no political value. Now wetin be the talk be that. To him come go talk say Elrufai is a problematic to this country. So any place where Elrufai enter, any office where Elrufai enter, now so problem go did that office. Now so fight they did that office. So say Elrufai doesn't believe in democracy. Now we talk about Elrufai be that to make an people talk too much. Now Mona watch this video. Mona hear waiting these people they talk about Elrufai for inside this video. And if today be the first time when they come across this channel, I beg don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that whenever we drop another Obonga video, now you will be the first person we go see more. Thank you.
But he is also a contributing factor to all these things here. For the fact that over the years they refused to tell the president the truth and fought anybody who stood up to tell the president. This is the reality of what is happening. And let us also go back. He and other governors came out with a certain strategy of appeasing, pampering, and pleasing terrorists by paying them. We have reached a point today, it has become a huge industry where hundreds of millions of naira and billions of naira is involved, not with money. There must be a security strategy using technology to address this issue. For now, I can say it. Government is useless. Government is absent in the fight against terror because people now prefer even to cooperate with the terrorists and the bandits.